Among other things, I just happen to be a member of the board of Groundwork, and I'm here today to tell you about the journey I've taken. It's about a life change, and sometimes life changes occur because of a bolt out of the blue. Immediately, you change everything that has to do with that bolt. Other times, and this is my story, it's a slow turn to convert to this new way of living. On March 2nd, 2017, I was told that I had to have bypass surgery. It was a big shock. I didn't really have much indication. I probably had a little angina pain the day that I learned this. I didn't have a heart attack. The surgery was scheduled for 3 weeks in the future. So I had time to do some things in my life to wrap up. I had already decided to retire from my career. I was able to wrap all that up and go into this surgery with a lot of peace. Before I had the surgery, I had a lot of issues with food, and I will talk to you about them. But I did not eat a plant-based diet. I did not eat anything healthy. I didn't really care or pay attention to what I was eating. So I had the surgery, and as I come out of the surgery, I'm sending emails to people, and somebody I wrote to, I said, you know, I'm really trying to change here. I'm trying to pay attention to good fats, not bad ones. I'm trying to eat egg whites as opposed to whole eggs. I'm eating more yogurt, stuff like that. I was not anywhere near thinking about a whole food plant-based diet or a vegan diet or culinary medicine, which I've never heard of. So about 3 weeks after the surgery, I get an email from my good friend Hans Voss, who was the executive director of Groundwork. He says, hey, how you doing? Oh, by the way, I'm turning 50 next year, and I'm trying to become a vegan. Check out these 2 documentaries. The first was Forks Over Knives, and the second one was Eating You Alive. So I said, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that's to make the point that it's great. I watched the video. I told everybody, man, you won't believe what I've learned about this. But going from my head to my heart, there was a big block, a figurative block that, like the doctors had already cured in the arteries feeding my heart. But probably 4 or 5 weeks after that, I was at a Groundwork board meeting. I heard at that board meeting about this new idea, thanks to these 2 people right here, called culinary medicine, that was being brought to Northern Michigan. And I was absolutely blown away. I had never heard from my cardiologist or my surgeon about diet. Nobody said anything about that. I got the 2 prescriptions for statins and beta blocker, and that was fine. Go on, you're good. My dad had had cardiac surgery in the mid-90s. He'd been on a statin for 20 years and developed neuropathy, developed muscle weakness, and it's like he couldn't walk anymore and eventually died. And so I decided, I really don't want to be on a statin. So now I've heard about this whole issue with meat, animal protein, health, the nasty industry that raises all this animal protein. And I know I don't want to be on statins. And now I've heard about culinary medicine. I'm like, this is pretty cool. I'm not doing anything really healthy at that point. I'm just eating whatever's in front of me. But by July of that year, my friend Hans sends me another email and he says, oh, here's another documentary for you to watch. And I write back and I say, you know what, I've made a commitment to a vegan diet. And it wasn't just that I wasn't going to eat meat anymore. It was that I was going to learn how to make healthy food. And I remember going through those websites, Forks Over Knives, Eating You Alive, and pulling down all these interesting menus or recipes. So from mid-July forward, I didn't eat any more animal protein. Well, sort of. I still ate salmon because I thought, well, that's fish. That doesn't have any cholesterol. And I still used whey protein in my smoothies because whey's like weed, isn't it? You know, it's that blindness that the heart gives you when you're not, no, your brain gives you when you're not letting your heart speak to it. Anyway, by November of that year, now 2 years ago almost, I was completely free of animal protein. And I mean, it's thanks to people like Hans saying to me, hey, look at this, look at that. It's thanks to hearing about culinary medicine, because I went to that first culinary medicine conference. And I heard the guy talk, who is now my cardiologist, who said, I can give you scripts, or I can give you a diet. I thought, I gotta get on this guy's team. And as a result of that, it took me a year to get in to see him. But when I got in to see him, I was able to say, I've been vegan for a year, I want to be off statins. He said, let me give you this one test, and I don't know what it was for, but it was some genetic marker that would tell him whether or not I would be susceptible to lowering my cholesterol without a statin. I was, November 2nd last year, stopped taking statins. So, what did I learn along the way? What am I still learning along the way on my journey? First of all, I had a really unhealthy relationship with food. Really unhealthy. Food was there to fill holes, fill emotional holes. Food was something that I had like an economic thing with. So for example, as I walked into conference today, somebody said to me, well, for speakers, there's free food upstairs. That's like the red lights when I buy food. I gotta go tonight. And I actually went up and I looked at it. I looked at all the food. Another thing I had an unhealthy relationship, another way my relationship with food was unhealthy is I think a lot of people have this. If it's fast, if it's quick, if I can open a bag and eat it, it's good for me. So, in my past life, I would have about 5 of these bags stuffed in my bag. And they would all be gone by now, having been up there a half an hour. So, Roger, let me give you this. You can enjoy that. I had bad food habits. I would eat food in the car all the time. It was like I couldn't go from point A to point B without food in the car. I learned that food is not a convenience item. That eating, whether it's good or bad, is a very deliberate way of life. And that led me to learning how to prepare my food from scratch. Learning how to make sure that there was food in the refrigerator that I could warm up, that I'd already made, that was healthy. And so I learned how to make beans, rice, and roast vegetables, and I learned how to can. I learned how to make jam that doesn't have much sugar in it. I learned how to use things like oats in so many different ways. So right now I have a whole like storeroom full of jam, hatch chilies, and peaches, and I have a freezer full of corn and fruit. And so to me, I have everything I need to eat. And I learned that not everything that's called vegan or labeled as vegan is really very good. Thanksgiving in 2017, this is like as I'm finally fully into no animal protein, I go down to my relatives for Thanksgiving, and I think, and I've been pretty good about this, I think, okay, what's going to happen? What am I going to experience? I'm going to see people eating turkey. I'm going to see people eat stuffing. And so I thought, I'm going to have tofu turkey. I learned right away, first bite, went in the trash. There's no point in trying to recreate things just so they're vegan. I learned as a result of that experience to take food with me wherever I go when I'm going to visit somebody. So I'll always have a cooler full of stuff, frozen stuff, I'll have snack food, and I learned this because I would go see my mother down in Detroit. she would say to me, I want to learn how to cook your food. No, this works much better this way. And so I go down there and we all gather around and I put my food in the microwave, sit down and eat it, and I'm fine, and they're fine, and no big deal. I learned to eat eat before I go someplace. Somebody else talked about this. So I'm satiated, so I'm not worried about, oh, there's free food over there. You know, I gotta go up there and eat because I'm hungry right now. Or going to the grocery store, you know, just simple stuff like that. I learned about food and fellowship. And this might be the most important lesson I've learned. I got tired of eating rice and beans. I got tired of eating Mexican quinoa. I got tired, and I decided I'm going to start inviting people over for dinner, so that I have to figure out some new recipes. And it wasn't just that I got to learn how to cook some new things, and I took the time and was deliberate about that, but people started eating what I was making. And people started saying, that's pretty good, that's vegan. Because they're thinking I'm going to bring like tofu soup or something. But just having people in my home, that fellowship, that engagement, really reinforced for me the choice I made. And I really have never looked back. Like, I don't think, oh man, I'd love to go have a steak right now, or a big juicy burger. I don't think that. I learned about going to restaurants. I didn't go to a restaurant from the time I decided no more animal protein. I bet it was a year and a half before I went to a restaurant. Because I knew either I was going to sit there and not eat anything while other people were eating, or I was going to eat something. So finally I figured out I can eat a salad with my own flavored vinegars. I can enjoy myself and engage with people that I'm going out to dinner with. Pizza was the absolute hardest thing to let go of. And you know, there's just no alternative to a nice, even vegetable, cheesy pizza. There's no alternative. Even the diet cheese, you know, that's just not, it's not whole food. It's just not. So in this period of my recovery, when I'm recovering and I'm down at my brother's house, before I made that decision, I was eating pizza all the time. It was, I think there was no tomorrow, but that was the hardest thing to stay away from. And now I don't have a real issue with that. It all starts in the grocery store. And I have learned, whether I go to Oriana or Lucky's or Costco or Myers, there are certain places I'm going to go in the grocery store, and other places I'm not going to go near. And it makes it a lot easier to shop. There was an article that came out in the New York Times back in August about the impact of diet on healthcare costs and how we just changed that one thing, healthcare costs would decrease. And the numbers were astounding. 100 million people with diabetes, 100 million people with heart disease, and 75% of the population is overweight or obese. The next time I go into Myers, and you don't know Myers, so I'm sorry, but Myers, huh? No, it's our own. Yeah. There is an aisle. There is an aisle that I call the aisle of chronic disease. And it's that aisle that's just to the store side of the grocery department, where they have piled up everything on special. That's alcohol, soda, and chips. And literally, my food issue caused me to walk in there and walk down that aisle and look what chips are on sale. Look at that, $2, $2 $5. I gotta have some of those. And literally, in the last year, I would end up with, well, it started with hippies. I don't know if you know what hippies are, but hippies are chickpea version of those puffy Cheetos. And they're vegans, but they're cheddar cheese flavored. Now, I love it, but that's not whole food. That's processed food. So I'd have a bag of that, and then I would have a bag of skinny popcorn, and I would have a bag of potato chips on my counter. And and I would say to myself, okay, I can manage this. I can manage this. I'm just going to take out one serving and put it on a plate, and I'll come back and do another one. And I'll think, okay, 2 servings, that's enough for today. The next day it would be 4 or 5, and by the 3rd day the bag would be done. And the same is true of things that are ultra-processed that are vegan. So most vegan burgers, this company called Gardein makes these wonderful little crab cakes and meatball. And I went to a presentation my cardiologist gave about a month ago, and he starts talking about how he's not going to talk about the diet, he's not going to talk about what you shouldn't eat. And I'm like, why am I here then? And he starts talking about lifestyle. And he talks about how, people need to learn to get back to cooking at home, because if you eat in a restaurant, you eat more calories. And he talks about the NOVA food classification from, I think it's from Brazil. This food classification is like, class 1 is food, as he described it, your grandmother would recognize. Literally whole food, whether it's meat or potatoes or whatever. As you get on to class 4, that's the nuclear stuff. That's the ultra-processed food. And I listen to this and I talk to him for a while. I go home, I immediately open my freezer and I look, nope. So I no more snacks on the counter, no more of these phony vegan foods in my freezer. And what's happened is I've gone back to what I did at the beginning. So if I want a snack, I've got all kinds of nuts, I've got dried cherries, I've got chocolate I can shave. It's like the dark 91% baker's chocolate. I can put oats in there. I can do all kinds. I have a thing I call a granola bar in a dish that I will eat, which has oats and peanut butter and almonds and dried cherries. But so I'm kind of in the last phase of my journey now to really be a whole food plant-based. Was it easy? No, but it wasn't hard. It wasn't, it's not like I'm getting chemotherapy. It's not like I'm getting radiation. And I really enjoy the food. I don't hunger to go back. I missed cheese for a while, a lot. So the one thing I found in my refrigerator that I really couldn't let go of was hamburger buns. And these are like ultra-processed food. That's one of the things that's ultra-processed. Costco sells a vegan burger that is nothing but vegetables and spices. It's by Domini Farms. They're really good. So I have those. And I have lettuce and tomato and avocados and everything else that I have, hatch chilies that I put on. I gotta put on. What am I gonna do? Every hamburger bun you look at is the same way. Well, I remember 35 years ago, my grandmother gave me a sourdough starter kit. I still have that sourdough in my refrigerator. I used to use it a lot. I haven't used it in a long time, but I made, guess what, sourdough hamburgers. So that's my next destination on the journey. So that's what I learned. Here I am tomorrow. I'm going to walk 24 miles down the Heritage Trail. I'm happy, I'm healthy, I feel great. I do not miss a thing. So thank you all for coming. If you have questions, I'm happy.
Yeah.